listening to exclusive content from the Joe Cronin Show on Patreon. You're listening to exclusive content from the Joe Cronin Show on Patreon.
Yes, sir. What's up, everybody? Welcome to a special free episode of the Jake and Joe Show. We're going to have more of these. Obviously, me and Jake are really going to start pumping stuff out. We had it going. You know, I got really busy with stuff. Jake got sick, but we're back, and hopefully we're going to be doing a couple of these, at least a couple, if not one a week. You know, but in the future, when we do these, you know, they're going to be, I'm at least trying for at least a 1 hour show a week where we go over, you know, what's going on in the world and, you know, just stuff we want to talk about. And then, of course, we'll get a couple of questions from you guys, or maybe poll questions. We're going to do a poll for next time today, so we're gonna announce that at the end here. And to hear what happens with the poll and what happens with everything, make sure that you guys are on Patreon. The full episodes are always on Patreon, but we are going to also, you know, be releasing like 10-minute bits and, you know, 5-minute portions of the shows here or there on Corrupted Nation and, you know, maybe on Joe Cronin Show. You know, I don't know. So probably nobody got the alert because I was live on this channel yesterday. I was like hacked in a weird way. That was weird. Coincidental timing, kind of funny how it happened when it did, because I was involved. I was acting weird at the end of a show, and then it happened. You know, then I put a video up today, so maybe a lot of people aren't going to get this alert. We're going to be hidden and like that, but you know, whatever. The bottom line is we're doing this, and everybody will be able to hear it free. But I hope you jump over to Patreon, because me and Jake uploaded an episode the other day. And it got 68 views, 68 people, and those aren't reviews, like not somebody who listened 7 times and it counted, but those are actually 68 views or so. But, you know, there was a possibility for another 100 people to listen, or maybe 150, and you guys did say you liked those. It was one of the most voted on shows to do, so just make sure you guys always check Patreon and get those alerts going, and whatever, I don't know. But yeah, what up, Jake?
What's going on, baby? Happy to be back. You and I, you know, taking down the podcast world.
I just thought that Discord wasn't, like, you were speeding up and down the other day, so I figured, well, let's jump over to Skype and see if that...
Yeah, we'll try it here, see how it works.
Yeah, this is, and funny, because we should have done Discord today, because then you could hear sounds. In fact, I didn't even think that somebody might actually donate something. I didn't even think about that, so let me just go make sure I have that on in case. But we're not necessarily looking for that, but... Of course, I should always have it on. I'm stupid. I didn't have it up. So if somebody did do something, I'm sorry. If I missed it, let me see. Okay, we're good. Okay. But it is up if you want. But really, we're just here to preview our podcast we've been doing a while. If you guys become $5 patrons, you get all 15 previous episodes that me and Jake have done. Me, Jake, and Dave Rose also have done some really fun podcasts on here and in the past, too. Not just on Patreon, but... on Shame on News, man. You remember from like 3, 4, 5 years ago, and
Yeah, we've done covered a slew of topics, a whole mess of stuff. So.
Yeah. So there's a lot of stuff up on Patreon. If you guys are missing it, make sure you check. And make
everything
sure
from politics, the government, aliens,
pizza,
ghosts, pizza. Yeah.
Yeah, but make sure you check. You'll also check that you selected a tier on Patreon, because as you guys know, for some reason on Patreon, if you're a $10 patron and you type in $10 and you become a patron, you actually won't see. Not only will you'll be locked out of the $10 posts, you won't even see the posts. So you might be thinking, why hasn't Joe uploaded anything in the $10 tier spot or whatever? But really, even though you're a $10 patron, you have to go into options and then select $10 tier and click the little button. It makes no sense at all. But about 30% of you guys always aren't on there. You're not on there. I can see it. So I can see that 35% of the patrons right now, people don't have the $5 thing selected. They don't have the $10 thing selected. Meanwhile, they're $20 patrons or $15 patrons or $8 patrons or $5 patrons. And you still, for some reason, have to select. I don't understand it. But anyway, they added search. That took them 4 years or 5 years. And now they need to fix that. They told me it's not a problem. It clearly is a problem. So it's a big problem. Yeah. I mean,
especially with everybody missing content. You shouldn't have to be required to do it manually.
And their answer is like, well, they got to select the tier. Yeah, but that's a second step. People think, oh, I signed up for $10. I'm in the $10 tier. They don't think, oh, now I've got to go then select that I claim the tier. It's fucking confusing, dude. I'm retarded. It took me an hour to figure it out. I couldn't figure it out. Dude, if that happened to me, I would have been like, all right, whatever. I don't get it. So please, Patreon, if you're ever listening, fix that, because it's going on with a lot of people. We got AEW coming up soon, so we're gonna have to go and watch AEW and do the review and everything. So, but we're gonna try to hang with you for another 15-20 minutes here, and maybe even stretch a little bit. I don't know if Jake has DVR capability though, so if he doesn't, we're gonna go probably right on time almost.
Yeah, I got to watch live because they're watching the main TV, so
we got
I stream it.
We got 15 minutes. Normally, guys, we do an hour.
At least. Yeah. Never shut me up.
Yeah, and if not, it's because I'm late and Jake has to pick somebody up at work and I'm late, and then I tell Jake, let's record 40 minutes before he's going to drive somewhere. I cleaned up my whole yard today almost. I spent almost all day cleaning up my yard because my neighbors are selling their home, obviously, and I was like, they got an open house coming up soon, and I was like, well, our backyard was trashed. We looked like the trashy people in the neighborhood, and we did. Seriously. Other people's homes are very nice. A lot of people here are upper 40-year-olds, 45 and up, and some of them are retired. Other people are just whatever, and I'm not, I guess I'm not at that level yet, but I do a lot of things every day, but every day the kids go out and wreck it, and we don't have the shed up yet, which I need to build the shed, and I just got the hardware sent to us that I needed to build the shed. So
good.
Oh my God. So all this stuff that should be in the shed is always just getting thrown all over the yard, and it's there's nowhere to put it.
Yeah, exactly. You just run out of room after a while.
Right.
Just kind of put things in circles. You move things from one spot to another, and it just doesn't stop.
And then we got John Cena getting married again. I'm really praying. I'm praying.
That did surprise me because it came out of nowhere.
Well, it did. And I'm praying to the gods of our irony. I'm praying to the irony gods that please, for the love of God, let them have a baby.
Oh, absolutely. That would be the ultimate spite for NickY.
I think NickY will go. I hate to say this, but I think NickY will go postal.
She would go insane. Just when John was involved in another relationship, she kind of started flaunting hers on social media.
Right.
So yeah, it says that they were married in Tampa this Tuesday. So the couple went public back in March 2019 when it was kind of leaked that they were dating, and they met while he was filming a movie in Canada, and they got engaged earlier this year. So, but it was a very high-class occasion that was no photos, no, it was very, very private. So
what up to the you guys doing? Very private. John Cena is a very weird private person. With
his house rules.
Yeah, dude's a creepo. I'd end up in a fight with him in 5 seconds if we ever had to live together for more than 2 hours. You know what I mean? I'd be like, dude, relax yourself, okay? Tampon guy. But he's
also
also
told me to relax. That's breaking a house rule. I'm gonna need you to wait outside for 5 minutes.
Yeah, dude. She's gonna flip out on Twitter. She's gonna start writing digs, and she's gonna go Rebby Hardy, is what I think. Because I think normally she's sweet, but I think she's gonna lose it.
Oh, yeah, she's got that sinister side.
So I want that baby to happen. Please let that baby happen.
This could mean Cena might be done with wrestling. You never know, but I'm
pretty much
sold on it.
He's done, man. I'll tell you what.
I think he'll come back a couple more times.
Yes.
But I don't think he's going to have any more lengthy.
He's The Rock. He's The Rock.
Yeah.
He and not The Rock from back years ago, but The Rock now. Like
yes.
We're talking about John Cena. We may be looking at that John Cena has 3 to 5 more matches in him ever. Like dead serious.
Sadly, you're right. I mean, you figure if he comes back for a WrestleMania the next few times, and this year we didn't even really get a match. It was a hell of a thing that we got with the Firefly Funhouse, but it wasn't a match.
Well,
and that was a pretty quick build too. So
a lot of craziness been going on last week. Same old thing. Just wild, man. So much hate. I got like threatening emails all week. The crazy stuff happened last night. Apparently, Alien.
Yeah, people are coming out of the woodworks to just troll and stalk and be insane.
I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it, quite honestly. Alien Man.
You like the challenge.
Alien Man said he had his last thing ever. He sent me a novel last night. Then, dude, so he sends me a novel last night, right? Like a novel.
Yeah, not to cut you off, because he said in chat last night, too, that he was done. This was it.
Yeah, he's leaving YouTube, and he deleted everything, I guess. Okay. Well, so I gave him a farewell present last night. Now it's gone because he deleted everything. But when I was leaving his, I went over there and said, okay, I'll talk to you for a minute. Okay, goodbye. Let's see if that's true. And then at the very end, I ran through multiple different promos that he's cut in his past. And I screamed at all of it out loud. And
that's great.
He didn't even realize it. I don't even think he realized it. Like, he was just like, okay, Joe's lost his mind, all right? And then
so he's thinking you're just
yeah, it's really funny.
On him,
so
realizing.
So I'm cutting this fucking promo, like acting like a maniac, and I put the devil voice on and stuff like that. And then I'm like, but he never noticed. He was like, okay, Joe. And I'm like, yeah, I was basically trying to imitate everything he ever did and mock him, and he didn't even get it. But whatever, he didn't even understand. But we'll see if that really happens or not. We'll see if that really goes down or doesn't go down. But, hopefully he laughed. Then later, I called somebody, Bodark, our friend Bodark, was on a call. And I joined in and pretended I was angry at him. And I was like, you motherfucker, you think you're going to get away with this? And then I hung up. And then, for 5 minutes, he was like, I don't understand what I did wrong. And then it went on. Then I called him, was like, I'm kidding, you fucking. It was really funny, dude. It was. But so it was a wild night, man. And that was after trying to get my account back from somebody. It wasn't really
nuts.
It wasn't really a hack. It was what it was is there was a website where you could stream from Twitch and YouTube and stream from everywhere, right? And you could just hit
one of those ones that helps you restream to all different sites and.
Exactly. You hit the button and you start streaming from everywhere. And so I went to that site normally, but I haven't used it in a long time because now I use my own platform thing to do it. I don't even use that site. But so I forgot about that. And I guess that site had been hacked recently. And about a week ago, Keemstar and all these people did all these stories on it. So what happened was everybody's password and names were leaked out everywhere. And so
this site has the ability to, hold the access login for so many accounts. Like you said, it's crazy. So they get that one, they've got multiple accounts of yours.
Well, so they don't actually get necessarily my accounts. They don't actually.
No, they can't see that, but they can log in.
They can go live on all my accounts on any one they want, and on top of that, they can title and description whatever they want too. So that's basically what happened. And so obviously somebody who's a fan of any of those big news channels or whatever knew that, and they were like, "Hey, let me go check and see if Joe's on there." And then they must have found me because it was easy. You could just search it. I deleted my whole thing, so it's gone now. But
yeah, because I didn't even hear about this, but I saw you live at 3:30, 3:50 in the morning, somewhere like that. And I was like,
well, I was just live. I had just been live. I got off, and then I was sitting here, and I was
because Throwdown had ended, which was great.
I was watching Tony. I was watching him play the piano on Twitch, and I was sitting here, and I went piss. I came down. One of my kids was upset. They woke up, and I put them, and I came back down. And then all of a sudden, I'm getting messages like, dude, what are you doing? What was that about? Why did you go live for 40 seconds? And I'm like, I didn't. What the fuck are you talking about? And I thought the live alert went out late, and that's what I thought. And then I'm like, okay. And I'm like, does this have something to do with Like, I don't know what it has to do with. But anyway, anybody could have done it. So it could have been fucking Luke Rojas for all we know. But either way, it wasn't really much of a hack. It's not an impressive hack. It's just somebody knew, oh, I can look that site up and look and see if he has one. Oh, he does. Look, there's the password. Okay, I'm done.
That's usually how it works, too.
Yeah, it was like super easy to do. It wasn't really a big deal. You know, it was
you're not hacking NASA, but it's still a huge inconvenience and quite dangerous.
I'm actually happy I'm happy it happened because... And, you know, honestly, the person meant no harm to me. Like, whoever did it, like, they were messing around. They meant no harm. They were just joking around. It was easy to do it. You know, anybody could have done it. And it really wasn't a big deal to me. I mean, it was a little weird what they wrote. But other than that, it really wasn't, like... Because, like, somebody... Like, they could have put up, like, fucked up porn or, like, something weird. You know, they could have done anything. And they didn't...
Yeah, they could have done... a lot worse than that.
Yeah, so like I'm not, you know, whatever. It was a funny little thing. I thought it was I think it's kind of funny now when you think about it. Unless, you know, I don't know. It's a little when you put it together with all the other things that have happened, it's a little weird.
Because I mean, circumstantial evidence, you know, it just looks bad when you have in conjunction with all these other threats and trolls and just constant BSing. My resort now is just to go super gay.
Oh yeah.
Anytime dealing with trolls on Twitter,
you know, super gay.
Just offer to blow them or take a shower with them, and they don't know what to do. It blows their mind. It's hilarious.
And if they like make fun of you for that, then you can call them a homophobe.
Exactly. So there's so many ways to make it work in your favor, but it's such a great tactic because they'll say something, you know, die fat ass, and I'll be like, oh, you want to get it on, you know? And it just it works so well.
Jesus,
it's amusing though.
I've done that before though. I've done that in actually physical fights, like where somebody's like let's go or whatever, and you're like, I don't what the fuck, like if somebody
for a fight,
dude, if I have no reason to fight and somebody wants to fight me, it's so bewildering. I can't do it. I'm like, no, I almost want to be like,
way. You can't work yourself up into it.
I can't do it. Like if I didn't do anything and there's no reason for any of this, I just can't do it. Like it's the same thing with like verbal fights. When people attack me all the time, I get attacked every day by all kinds of people on streams and everywhere, and and like people lie about stuff, and I just look at it and I just go, what the fuck? All right, whatever. But like you have to like really like, you know, do something. And then the thing is, because then I go really hard. Then if somebody's like trying to fight me at a bar and I'm like, no, I'm okay. And then the guy kicked a girl that I was with in the shins. Like now it's on right now. Now I'm gonna like that. It's weird. I almost like it. It's like I'm gonna break your face off of this table right here now. But like if he was just attacking me for no reason, I'm confused. I'm like, what? Like, what are you doing? Like, I don't understand. So it's weird how you have to be flipped into this. Like, somebody attacked you in front of me, I'd flip out. Someone attacks me in front of me, I'm like, you're attacking me? I don't give a shit. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm the same way, very protective of people and friends, and
you can call me
to that extent. And
almost anything.
That gets me. You say something about me and I laugh, but saying something about somebody else, and I'm like, that gets my gander up.
The only time I got mad was that guy, but I was drunk out of my mind. Was that Irish bartender who, when I apologized, because he was like, I'm gonna fuck you up, I'm gonna fight you, I'm gonna hurt you, and I said to him, listen, I understand why you're angry. I fucked up. It's my fault, man. I apologize. Like, I'll pay for it. I'll clean it right now. You know, I'll clean it and pay for it if you'd like, man. I'll never come back. You know, I should not have done that. You know, and I'm saying that to him, and he's still flipping out. And, you know, eventually when he started chest bumping me, that's when you're right. I said what you said, because I remember I told this story before. I said, what do you want to fuck me? What are you, a faggot? like, oh my God, dude. And then he really went off, and then I said, fuck you. And then I shoved him, and that's when he started, and then he beat the shit out of me because I was incapable of fighting. I was so drunk. But
yeah, you're just a sloppy mess at that point.
But dude, that's another learning experience. That's another learning experience. That was 2010, and I never ever again went out to a bar with friends and got loaded on shots. I never did. That never happened again. Now, I've gone out to bars once in a while, and you know, hey, we're doing shots, okay. But that night I had like 8 shots. I drank tall boys of like whatever vodka and rum. I never ever drank like that again.
Oh yeah, we've had a few of those nights where you get to the bar and you know my buddy shows up and I'm like, oh, by the way, you're late. Here's 4 shots. You got to catch up. Mm-hmm. You know, those kind of things. And it was just oof.
Yeah, and I'm a little bit of a lushy person, but that was a night that changed my life because I was like, dude, what if that guy had killed me and my kid didn't have a dad? All because I'm still going out to bars, like to have, what am I doing? And so I never went out ever again. And I was like, my dream was to have kids and a family and to take care of them. And I know that my mother's ex-boyfriend went out to bars his whole life, and it was stupid. I know that Leah's dad, did a lot of stuff going to bars after work. Now, he didn't get into fights and stuff like that, but I was just like, I don't want to be that dad that goes out to bars.
Yeah, you don't want to have that type of example, and absolutely not. Plus, as you said, you don't want to lose your family. You don't want to be arrested. Don't want to, like you said, you could lose your life. There's so many things that it doesn't make sense. It's awful.
Yeah.
Here you are, and you were trying to get out of the fight too, but I've had that as well, where you just try and calm things down and de-escalate it, and it still gets to that level where you're like, yep, there's no way I'm getting out of this.
Right. Now, we got about 3 minutes left. Jake, you got I'm going to hang out for another 5 or so or 10 because I can watch through the commercials on AEW, but Jake's got no DVR, so he's got to roll and watch.
Yeah, and I usually stream it from my computer so they can watch TV.
Right.
Nicely enough, but I saw this article earlier today. A guy had a winning lottery ticket, so he went and cashed it in, and he left it in his glove box. It was just 2 $10 scratch tickets.
Yeah.
Not thinking of it, just I'll scratch it later. And he eventually goes to the dentist, has his appointment, comes out, kills all this time. Finally gets through the drive-through, starts scratching one of the tickets. He's like, "Oh, I forgot about it. It's a $750,000 winner. $750,000."
Oh my God!
So he freaks out, runs home to show his wife, and
No, wait, did the guy say? Did he notice it, or did the guy at the store say, "Dude, this is"?
No, he noticed it and ran home to show his wife, but.
Because if I was the guy at the store and he was like, "Yeah, $10, man, I got $10," and then the guy at the store goes, "Oh yeah," and he pretends to use the machine, then hands him $10. And then when the guy leaves, he goes, "Oh my God, I've got $1 million."
That? I swear on Danielle, I'm not exaggerating one bit. We used to have a store across the street from our house that was open, and the guy there was a real, scummy piece of crap. He would pull stuff like that. He would pretend he would keep scratch tickets behind the desk that were already scratched, and losers. So he would scan them. And he pulled it with my neighbor. My neighbor won $100 one time, and he's like, "Oh no, it's a loser." And he's like, "No, I know it's a winner. I know it is." And she's like, "Let me see the ticket back." So he hands him the ticket. He's like, "No, I wrote my name on the back of my ticket. This isn't my ticket."
Yep.
So he was smart, knowing ahead of time that he might try and screw him. But he would pull that stuff all the time. People would be like, "I thought I won $50, but he said it was only 20," and he'd keep the money.
Most people won't do that, but I would always recommend take a picture of your ticket nowadays and sign it, because fuck it, there's nothing. It doesn't hurt anything to write your name on it, and then also to take a picture of it. Just because, just in case, and you can prove it's yours, and then you have a picture of it, and I don't know, whatever, but it's just...
Yeah, but at least then you have some form of proof, and...
I remember
trying to get to a store, it's difficult, his word versus yours.
Oh yeah, but I mean, with the picture, that'll help out a lot. You can identify, the ticket number, there's a number on the ticket.
Exactly. There's a lot of ways for you to cover yourself now.
AEW is starting up, everybody, so... Jake's going to get out of here, but if you guys want to hear more of me and Jake, I'm staying here for a few more minutes, so stick around with me, everybody. But me and Jake do this on Patreon every week. Jake, what should our poll question be? I think our poll question should be, what are you planning on buying? And we should list the consoles that are coming out, and maybe, or do you plan on just keeping your PC or building a PC? So maybe that will be our
That's a great question, because I am curious to see what the community is doing. How many people are upgrading? How many people are just saying, forget it, and maybe I want to upgrade just my computer instead? Or people are just saying, I'm just going to wait. So, yeah, I like that idea.
Yeah, so our question is going to be, what will you be buying? And it's going to be, the PS5, an Xbox, one of the new ones. It doesn't matter which one. New ones, or PC. Nothing. So we'll make those the questions. It's going to be a straw poll, and we're gonna the next time me and Jake do the podcast, we'll be back to go over the poll and see what you guys think. I don't want to say what I think's going to win, but we'll see. We'll see what's going to happen.
People are pretty upset with PlayStation, so that's one of the things we'll talk about too. With them,
man.
Their new update. That's crazy.
That is terrifying.
They added the ability to record your conversations. That's just lovely.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I was concerned to begin with some of the stuff that they had changes, but that's real. That's real scary.
So for the people that are looking for that poll, that want that poll, I'm going to tweet it out, and I'm going to leave it up on Twitter for me and Jake. And I'll put it down, and we'll answer it probably on the next show. Remember, our show's on Patreon. We do put portions of it up on YouTube for free, obviously. But obviously to provide with content and also the deal with the show, it is a paywall show. So make sure you guys go ahead and vote, and we will convene for that on the next show. Jake, I'll let you go to watch AEW, and we'll be live with AEW review on Joe Cronin Show, and I'm sticking around for 5 minutes, everybody.
All right, everybody. I'll see you for the AEW review. Sounds good. We'll see you in a little bit, Joe.
All right, we got Tully in the ring already. Thanks, Jake. What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? Whoa. We got FTR and Tully Blanchard in the ring for all you wrestling fans. Right now I'm going to go to the Fructose, Israel Fructose. Thank you for subbing to the channel, man. I appreciate that. Just got the alert. Let me see here.
Pour me a beer. You've got a new subscriber.
Thank you, sir. I think he subbed to Corrupted. I don't know if that's the Joe Cronin channel or Corrupted, but I think he subbed to Corrupted. Anyway, thank you, man. Buenos tardes, everybody. Actually, buenas noches. You want to have a cerveza? But no, so there's an episode of last Jake and Joe episode is free on Patreon now. The whole episode is free, so if you guys want to download Patreon, get the Patreon app, go to the website, all that stuff, whatever. The recent episode of Jake and Joe is free to download. You can play it, download it, whatever. It's free for everybody. So if you guys want to see what it's all about, check that out. It's usually in the $5 tier, so just check out the $5 Cronin Club tier. Thanks to Maxwell for becoming a $10 VIP, and everybody who's been signing up. I'm going to stick around and respond to the chat a little bit here with you guys for a few more minutes before I go and watch AEW and then come on live on the Joe Cronin Show channel. A lot of people aren't wrestling fans, though, so they don't give a crap about that. I mean, they already listen to people anyway. I don't know what that means. Okay, chat. What's up, chat? Xbox has expandable storage and super pricey. Huh. Yeah, I can see that. Nice shoulder tackle. Oh, I don't have audio. Shit, I need audio, bro. Where's my? I'm gonna have to get my my speaker. 5 more minutes. Let me go back and check out any. What up, Big Merc? How you doing, dude? Cookie Puss. I remember Cookie Puss. Patrick Crawford, what's up, man? Thank you, dude. So yeah, if you like me and Jake, make sure you guys become patrons on Patreon. Okay. We love it, and with me and Jake, me and Devious Dave Rose also have a show coming up soon with a new Final Frontier episode. And if you guys want to hear some of the Final Frontier episodes, we put a new episode up last week, and there's a full episode up on the Final Frontier YouTube channel as well. You can sub to the Final Frontier News YouTube channel. Dave Rose also had an idea last week and a half ago. Dave Rose had an idea for you guys to do a talent show, or you guys to sing or do karaoke, and we're going to vote on who is the best. And that's going to come up on a Monetize This. Great idea by Dave Rose about a week and a half ago on Monetize This. He brought it up. I forgot all about it. Yeah, we all agreed that it was good then. So we're going to do something like that. It's going to be whether you guys have a talent, whether you guys think you can sing a song well, whatever it is, you're going to bring it on, and we're going to vote on it on Monetize This. And then the winner is going to win something. It's going to be a lot of fun. Monetize This. And shout out to the king, Randy Viper, as well. And shout out to Dave Rose for a great idea. Every once in a while, Dave Rose with a gold idea. You never know. What up, Awandi? How you doing, man? Yeah, no notification. I'm not surprised because we put up so many things that, you know what I mean, you're not going to see it. What a back suplex there. Cornelius says, F Dave Rose. Does rap count? Yeah, you can do a rap. You can do your own song. You can do a cover of something. Maybe you're good at blowing bubbles. I don't care if it's stupid, if it's funny, weird. I don't even care. Whatever it is. It can be a gimmick, a talent, or a song or something, or music. And we're going to listen to it. You know, we're going to try to cap it at like 3 to 5 minutes or less, but if you can keep it in 5 minutes or less, that'd be really good. In fact, you'll probably be more liked if you keep it under 3 minutes, but it's up to you. John Cena got married again. I think Nikki's going to be jealous. She's going to flip out on Twitter probably on on John Cena if they have a baby. Dude, I'm telling you, if they have a baby, if John Cena and his new wife have a baby, I think Nikki Bella's head is going to explode off of her body. Okay? I think her head is going to explode off her body, and she is going to absolutely flip out. You can do your Dr. Earl impression. Yes, it's Costanza. Bring whatever you can, man. It will be like the Rage line, but instead of the Rage line, you know, someone's going to win a prize, and On top of that, it's going to be more in depth than just people ranting and random things. So it's either a gimmick. It could be a rant, I guess. You could rant on somebody. It could be stand-up comedy, whatever you want. You know what I mean? We're going to judge it on points. It'll be a lot of fun. But yeah, it was a good idea by Dave. Shout out to Dave Rose. Why would Nikki care? She married and has a kid. Because Nikki Bella, all Nikki Bella wanted was to be fucking married with Cena and to have Cena's baby. And he wouldn't do it. And it tore her apart. And then she rushed out, got a new boyfriend, and now they had a kid. But so I don't know. Maybe it won't bother her because she's already moved on, obviously, with a kid. Now, maybe if she didn't have her own baby that she would be upset. Like, maybe if she hadn't had a kid and, maybe she wasn't even married yet or something, yeah, she'd be like, what the hell? But I don't know. If he has a kid, she still probably would shake her head and be like, oh, wow, that type of thing. I mean, maybe not, though. I mean, I don't know. Maybe she wouldn't. Maybe she don't care. Maybe she completely is. I mean, I would think that she pretty much has completely moved on. You know what I mean? Honestly, when you fucking, when you have a baby with somebody else, I would think that you've moved on at that point. So I don't think that. Pretty good match here to start, by the way. FTR on the best friends with benefits. Another special shout out to, if he's listening, Tommy Molina. Tommy Molina, man, he was a clutch person on the Monetize This last week because Tommy went out and he labeled all the timestamps. I mean, not all of them, but he labeled a lot of them. It allowed me to make a little highlight video earlier today, which many of you guys probably already saw. Dave Rose, this is Dave Rose's initial idea for Monetize This coming up. I'll give him the credit.
I would suggest that you put out... Actually, let me just say it in a more diplomatic term. I think it would be a good idea, and I'm not telling you what to do or what you should do, that perhaps put out a call out to your viewers to record themselves singing to a song of their choosing. But obviously the song would have to be an instrumental.
Right.
And then people that could be, instead of the rage line, that could be showed. And at the end, people vote for the best singer.
Like people talking?
Oh, shit. I like the idea, Dave. Let's do that, everybody. We'll figure out a way to work it around. And the rant line is coming up in a few minutes. So, yeah, man, I kind of bulldozed over the idea of moving on. But we talked about it all week, and I thought it was a good idea. But I think we're going to expand it to not just, not just singing. Not just karaoke, not just singing, not just your own music. I think we're going to expand it to gimmick and other things. That will get more people involved and everything, and it'll be a lot of fun. FTR, yeah, they haven't really been too impressive. They haven't been much different than... I see FTR was the best in NXT. FTR has been all right, but FTR in the main roster and FTR in AEW has been kind of similar. But FTR in NXT was phenomenal. I don't know if they can, bring this on. But if they can step it up is what I meant. I don't know. But this match has been all right. I wish I could hear it, but my audio is still not on. Oh, my God. That was pretty awesome. Did you guys see those clotheslines? What a lariat. I like that sequence, man. That was cool. I wish I had the audio on for that. They must be going to a commercial, right? Yo, shout out to Six. Became a $10 patron. Amanda became a patron again. And Kevin Murphy for becoming a $25 patron. Guys, don't miss me and Jake's weekly shows. Falcon Arrow. Best friends 1, 2.5. Don't miss our weekly shows, the Jake and Joe show, and our poll question about PS5 or Xbox. What are you buying? What's going down? And shout out to these $25 patrons. This is the new list of $25 patrons. Shout out to Sith Negan with some great ideas earlier. I read them on Patreon. Thank you, sir. And thank you guys for the fun. I will see you tonight after AEW Live on my other channel. If you guys are into wrestling, come over to my other channel, Joe Cronin Show. Me and Jake will be live talking about AEW. Oh, Tully almost took a bump. And I will catch you guys later. Thanks for being here. I'm out of here. We'll see you. We'll see you later.
Imagine how that segment's going to work out in the court.
Listen, everybody shut up!
Head over to Patreon, guys, if you can tonight, and even if you have Patreon, leave a like under the Jake and Joe podcast. Leave a comment. I want to hear from you guys. Leave us questions under the question posts. They're up. Man, one of the Chuck Taylor looks blown up right now. I don't know what he's doing. Oh, a high knee to the head. Half Nelson. Oh, an exploder suplex. And now Chuck Taylor measuring. Oh, Shining Wizard right to the jaw. 1, 2 and a. Oh, so close to having new AEW Tag Team Champions. The Jake and Joe Show.
Available on Patreon only. You're listening to exclusive content from the Joe Cronin Show on Patreon.